12.
Alfred, are you aiding him?
Yes, I will aid him.
All right, then you get an advantage roll. Or Alfred can roll the advantage roll if you want.
17.
So what do you say to convince Gideon to get up in the air?
Well, what is the plan first? Gideon get up in the air and crash into the...
That's pretty much what Gideon asks. He just, in his deadpan voice, he still looks immaculate. Always looks immaculate. And he just looks at you and says, and what is it you want me to do from up there?
You want me to go up there?
Yeah, but how would we get people off of it before?
Do we need people off it? Don't we?
I mean, won't they just die then?
We're not.
Oh, I was still going with a plan that Gideon just flies into something.
Can anyone cast, what is it, feather fall? Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Do you think you'd be able to, like, he could jump off? Hopefully they don't just start shooting him with arrows as he's slowly falling down.
Yeah. Slowly fall so they can shoot.
I mean, if Gideon can get up in the air and, like, direct it somewhere, I'll give him my cape so he can teleport back into safety. If he just wants to get it up in the air and set it on autopilot.
Yeah, hit autopilot.
Wait, you're convincing him to crash it?
I don't think that's
I just don't know how else we're gonna be able to get the people off it.
Yeah.
If you want to use it just to shoot up high, we can. I feel like they're just gonna be like the paratroopers just get picked off.
Do you know of any other good way of using the airship? Like, I don't know, it'd be cool.
Yeah, you drop oil on people.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm still though worried if they target the balloons and they take it out. I mean,
Keep in mind that D&D does not have called shots.
So it would just be like the ship would take damage or something?
Mm-hmm. And barring some critical or some one failure.
Can we have some equivalent of parachutes? Or does that not exist?
There could be like featherfall lifeboat rings, like those life preservers.
All right, let's do it. Azir's gonna go with Captain Gideon. We're gonna get some hot oil into the ship, and we're gonna drop the oil. And oil is gonna be hot and flammable.
Are you taking your unit with you?
Yeah, my unit of I think I didn't send this in the message, but the last time we played, I was thinking a bunch of sneaky type people. So like either bards with like blade style bards, monks, or rogues. So any combination of those type people.
Wait, can't
more Dex class people than strength.
Can't the Thrycreen jump from this? What do you call them? The Thrycreen Nation.
Be a cool way to launch your unit into the fray.
Oh god, yeah.
All right, so I'll send my two sneakiest men, Princel and Diglio, with your sweet people.
On Princel, on Didlio.
Does it talk like Flanders? Does he?
Idly out, neighbors. We're diddly on our way. All right, people. So, right off the top, you guys head to your positions. Where is everyone going for the start of the battle? Azir, I suppose you're going with Gideon to the ship?
Correct.
Okay. And Talon?
Talon's unit's heading to the keep.
Yep, and I send Targus and Prishpreed with Talon.
Alfred, where are you?
I also fell in the same trap. I thought I was going to be in the castle, but I should be in the keep instead.
Okay, so what you guys could do is, if you want, like I said, there could be like one of those mini gatekeeps at the edge of the bridge. So you could be there if you wish to be. So it's like a small fortified, it looks like London Bridge.
Which place has the most other battalions staying?
The keep is kind of like the main force outside of the city.
Yeah.
Then there are small units. There's a unit within the east and the west side of the bridge, and the east side is in the city side. The west side is on the plains side.
I'll be the most populous spot
Okay, so in the keep.
of the keep, yeah. Yep.
Okay, and Thaddeus.
Yeah, so I want to be in the keep and line the top. If there are like ramparts or something, somewhere we can see down.
And I will send Bruges and Hiplo with Thaddeus.
And Thaddeus, you didn't want to be on the bridge in the armored areas there, right? You didn't want to still do that?
Well, I want to fall back to that.
Okay, so late in the morning, the sun is shining. It's not a super hot day. It's late spring. Things are fairly dry, so you're not going to have the disadvantage of those really crappy wet battlefields. So that's a bonus, but it's also a bonus for them. And you hear horns kind of echo through the area, and you hear a roar of the army about 500 feet away from you. And then just as the airship with Azir and Gideon and Azir's unit launch from the river, you hear a crack of energy rumble above you throughout the city from behind. And in one of those Gandalf-style Bilbo Baggins voices, you hear Aelon's voice amplified and thaumaturgied. Good citizens of Jordan's Crossing, it's very simple. Give me your adventurers and the item they possess, and I shall spare the city that taught me so much and gave me much when I was there.
I cast thaumaturgy on my horn, and I play like wah 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 to attempt to drown him out.
You may all have a bonus +2 to your morale checks.
Yes.
And you hear the city behind you cheer, and it drowns out the rest of Aelon's message.
Nice.
And then you hear, fine, have it your way.
Yes, I'm doing this all.
And it goes quiet again. For a brief moment, you hear the birds chirping, and you hear the babble of the river beneath you, and then you hear and almost feel a rumble through the earth as you see the units charging at you. Thaddeus, what I want to know is how close do you want them to get before you guys start doing anything? Actually, all of you have that same question. How close before you start? Or are you sending anyone out to try and meet them? Or are you going full defensive? I don't need to know too much because I'm trying to play my own, I'm trying to play against you guys without knowing what it is that you're planning, but I need to know a little bit of the crunch so that I can present you with a proper...
How far are they out now from the keep?
At this very moment, we're going to say 450 feet and charging.
Okay, so the ship should probably go to about 200 feet.
Okay.
And we'll wait until the gnolls get under us.
How high up in the air?
What's a good spell range?
You see a
200
fireball
feet?
go up and then it falls back down.
Like 200 feet? Should I be safe, guys? I don't cast
I
spells.
mean, you're dropping down, so.
Yeah, I want to be out of spell range.
Oh yeah, I mean 120 feet is the common long range.
Okay, so about
200, you're way up there.
it's about 150 feet, between 150 200 feet.
Okay.
Talon's unit is waiting until they get within 240 feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it at 200. So maybe hopefully once it hits, they'll be surprised by it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that'll help.
That's your first wall of fire?
Yeah.
So that's going to be that's Thaddeus with his fire arrows.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to time it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And are there gates on the both sides of the bridge?
Correct. It looks like London's bridge. So the first volley of arrows from their rear guard comes in, and for a brief moment, the sky goes dark as you guys look up, and it looks like a black cloud. Gideon does a phenomenal job and avoids the ones that are coming at him, and most of the arrows just hit off the sides of the walls. Some of them go into the you can see them kind of stick into the roofs.
If there are other monks with me, we'd like to catch the arrows and throw them back.
Okay.
Man, yes.
Just drop them.
So I'm gonna make this is our first BR. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna roll your BR,
Yep.
and I am rolling mine with disadvantage because I'm coming at you. Okay, I got my number.
Just a straight D20 plus my BR.
Correct. And even
Okay.
when you're rolling attack, your unit rolls that. You alone will roll your attack like a normal.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
So how'd you do? I got a 32.
31.
Okay, so none of them they can grab them out of the way, but none of them can seem to get it. One of them will take a hit. Your BR is down by 2.
Okay.
So one guy just kind of goes in to reach for it, and he does the Wilhelm as he drops off the side of the ship. Alfred forgot to turn off his amplify, so everyone in the city hears it.
Oh man.
Okay, and they will charge again. Everyone stays where they are.
Yep.
Azir, your unit's at 100 feet, and everyone will take. And you guys see another volley of arrows come in at you. Azir, I need your unit to make another BR roll, please. I got a 21.
22.
Oh, Jesus. So the arrows miss this time. You hear them into the ship,
Okay.
and they keep charging at you. And at the start of round 3, they all are within now 200 feet. Azir, you can see them right beneath you, the front
Yeah.
runners. The ones that you see beneath you are all melee weapons. You're now probably only 100 feet away from the ranged, so I will not have disadvantage to the ones shooting up at you now.
Okay.
So Thaddeus, they are 200 feet away from you.
Now, so we were talking about how we wanted to time it out. How does this work with initiative? Since obviously Azir's group can't do anything before I do it, or
Ready in action, right?
oh, okay, yes. So then
Yeah.
myself and my unit will ready our fire arrows for when the oil falls.
Okay, Alfred?
No one's within the keep's range, right?
Not yet. They're 200 feet from the keep.
Yeah. So I'll just tell my guys to keep tight, as well as telling all the other troops All the other troops
Keep
around.
tight.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, and then when they come, we will all have their back, and everything is going to be all right. I got a good feeling about this.
Azir.
Okay, we're gonna dump oil. So I try to have Gideon like do a kind of a sweeping arc. So, yeah, I assume we can still do our movement. So whatever
Yep.
the range is, so kind of arc around the front line, and we're just gonna spray oil, or dump oil on them.
Okay.
Rain oil, hot scalding oil.
Rain on my parade. Yay.
Yes. Do we need to roll to drop oil?
You drop it on yourself. You light everything on fire.
Yeah, so what I want from you is I want an attack roll to see how accurate you make it. And
Okay.
I will let you roll Gideon's pilot, let's call it, his operate air vehicle. So he gets a +8 to this roll.
Cool.
So roll Gideon first.
Gideon has a 27.
So I will give you advantage on your roll because he has set you up so well to dump the oil. So I want I'd say wisdom, because you're kind of like up in the air judging where to land so you can get the perfect shot. You know what I mean?
Always
to make that
judging.
perfect arc.
Okay. So I have Elven accuracy. So whenever I have advantage, it's like I have double advantage. So if I'm using Dex, Intelligence, or Wisdom, or Charisma, I can re-roll one of my dice.
Cool. It's like a free inspiration.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll this and use my my Wisdom modifier. Is that right? I'm gonna use that Elvish X. All right. I rolled a 5, then a 6, then a 7. +3, so it's 10.
Okay, so you managed to get an okay arc. It's not going to slow them down very much, though.
Okay.
Or it's smaller than you want. Essentially, what you're doing is like a helicopter when it does forced fire drops, or
Gotcha.
one of the planes when they do the retardant dump.
Yep.
So the wind picks up just as you dump, and you see the oil kind of splash back and splatter around the planes and lessen an arc. So it'll create a bit of a hindrance, but not nearly the effect that you were hoping for. Thaddeus, you don't necessarily know the accuracy of this. That part is kind of meta for you. You just see the black stuff drop from the ship. So you want to take your reaction now?
Yes. And so this would just be a BR attack?
Yeah, it would be a BR attack. They are 200 feet up.
29.
Okay, you light your arrows, your unit lets loose. You guys see the arrows kind of go flying through the air.
Oh yeah, and I say fire. Get it?
Okay.
Fire!
Many of them fall short and just kind of tunk, 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 tunk into the ground. But a couple do hit their target, and you see like almost like puddles and pockets of flames burst up. Not nearly the effect you wanted to. And Talon, it is your turn.
All right, so we're gonna start raining some fireballs on them.
Heck yeah, you are.
This is Talon, like what he's lived for. There wasn't enough fire. We tried to do some fire, and there just wasn't enough.
There's
for
never
round 2.
enough fire.
So we are going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors. And everyone's just going to send 2 meteors, and we're just going to blanket around the general area where that oil fell to try to increase the damage.
Okay, so roll your BR.
Oh. We got some shit rolls.
Are they within range?
Oh, sorry. So we're using sorcery points to double. So it's 240 is the range.
Awesome.
But it's going to be a 22.
Okay, I rolled a 28, so you see it lob in, and the units that you're aiming for kind of dart out of the way. It looks like they were ready for something like this. You figure that the flame wall that you guys had kind of aimed for to sort of focus them into where you guys needed them, your unit needed them, didn't work well enough, so you just couldn't quite, they were too spread out. So the first few units in front just kind of managed to like break through and your meteors go flying, but it has created a little bit of panic.
See, I was all ready to say that once Talon's meteors hit, you guys could have some snarky comment to us about like that's how you light a fire or something like that. But now we're both pretty not incompetent. What's it? Not incontinent.
No, you know what? It's incontinent. It's incontinent. Yeah.
Well, impotent, but I shit my pants.
Impotent. I'll have dick jokes in there somewhere. That's with the hot oil. Raining down feces. Got all the incontinent townsfolk together. That's what your unit is.
We're the X-Lax team.
Okay, so you guys see the units get closer. They are all now within 100 feet, and the arrows coming through are being lit on those patches of fire. So, Azir,
Yep.
I need you to roll a BR, and Thaddeus, I need your unit up top on the keep to roll a BR, and Talon, I need your unit to roll a BR.
Thaddeus got a 33.
Azir has a 27.
Talon has a 37.
Talon, I did not beat your numbers, so you guys managed to dodge. Thaddeus, you're down by 2. And Azir, you are under, I rolled a 20 for you. So I rolled a 40, which means you are going to lose 5, and I need a morality check. Alfred, I also need you to roll a BR for that one.
30.
Okay, so that is 10. You are going to lose 2 off of your BR. Okay, Azir, morale check.
21.
They managed, your unit holds together. You do not lose anyone, but you do lose that 5 off of your BR.
What are you down to?
I don't want to tell you.
Does his group look bloody?
Okay. You can't see his group because they're up in the air and on an airship far away. Azir.
Yep.
Can you stay plugged in and the rest of them unplug, please?
Okay, all set.
Okay, Azir, from the air, you notice that there is these weird mounds, like the Bugs Bunny under the ground mounds,
Okay.
heading directly towards the bridge.
Well, that's not good.
You see 2 of them, and they look like large creatures, but you can't tell what they are. You just see underground moving up.
Okay.
Okay, they can plug back in. Okay, Thaddeus, your turn.
How close are they now?
100 feet.
Okay. Then we will.
So, just so you guys know, they're not all 100 feet away from you. The front line is 100 feet, and they spread back, because the ones that fired don't get to move as far, and blah, blah, blah. And
Okay.
trying to be both liberal and reasonable with the range and taking actions and moving and all that fun stuff.
So I'm going to attack with arrows. So, and you guys are within range, so I can use a normal one. Knock! Loose!
Oh, fuck.
37.
Yeah.
I rolled a 21.
Nice. So they're all dead?
No, 5 of them go down. You see half, like, so they're down by 5. And, oh, son of a bitch. Okay, Thaddeus, you, like, knock and you let loose, and you guys just rain down hellfire onto this first unit of gnolls that comes charging at you. And it pegs into a bunch of them, and you just see some of them drop and do that, like, really creepy nerve twitch thing as their, like, last breath. And then you see the rest of them just kind of scatter and make hyena noises as they dart off into all directions. That unit is destroyed.
Yeah.
We all cheer.
So that unit was like, what, 1,000? 1,000 gnolls?
It was that number that you need for it to be, like, impressive.